They wrote me off and I ain't like that, so I'ma fight that. The bad man, right when you thought that it was safe to relax, you gotta stretch that. The bad man, Hills with me for real, they right here.
Hey man, it's the Big LAC Show, season 10. This is episode 4. Today, I have my big brother in Christ, Blizm, one of the hardest working motherfucking artists, media mogul. He make good fried chicken. He builds shit. This dude do everything. And today we're gonna talk to him. A little bit of transparency. We were talking for 20 minutes and my shit crashed. So we had to start over. But without further ado, Blizm.
What's that, man? It was a good conversation, man. I hate that happened because you were talking real stuff. I appreciate. First of all, I appreciate you having me on the platform, bro, and everything that you said on the other conversation and everything you're gonna say now. Like, thank you for having me on, bro. I rock with you the long way. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about how we first met. You know what I'm saying? You know, if y'all didn't capture that, oh well, I don't know we're gonna have time to get back into that.
Hell no.
You know, just when we first met, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, how the platforms, you know, just both of us have these platforms and people know about it and how it operates. And sometimes, you know, cats want to hate or whatever, but it's like, nah, it's never none of that with me and LAC. So I appreciate you having me on, bro. And I'm ready to talk about whatever you want to talk about and get into the music.
Let's start in the middle. So okay. I'm going to say when I met Blizm, he blew me off. We ended up being cool.
See, that
was the whole thing. The second thing, I asked Blizm what was his most annoying artist experience.
Yeah.
He said when he does his music reviews, how these artists get mad when they get true opinions from the fans.
Yeah.
So the next question I was going to ask you, make sure I'm keeping my eye on this OBS. This shit acting crazy. The next question I was going to ask you,
okay,
what made you return to doing music full time?
I would argue, is it full time? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's past full time.
Is it ever full time when you were indie, bro? Think about it. And that's what.
Yes, it's more than full time because you got to do everything yourself.
True. All right, true. I think that. Well, let me answer the question. What made me get into it, bro, was a series of things. I'll be honest with you. When I had caught COVID real bad, you know what I'm saying, back in 2020, and I almost died from that. It did give me a bit of perspective about procrastination. Now, mind you, for the past, 15 years, I've been doing K1's radio, and it's been keeping me busy, right? On top of also having a day job and a lot of other things, just in life be lifing, kids graduating, getting married, all kind of stuff like that has transpired over the past 15 years. So I just really I just kept putting it off. Like it was always something. I felt like, oh, I'm gonna do an album, I'm gonna do a project. And I had projects that I kind of sort of like, I had these ideas and I was like, yeah, I'm getting ready to pull the trigger. I'm gonna start getting beats and everything. I actually would reach out to producers and everything. And I just wouldn't follow through. Something would come up. Something would always come up and just throw me off. But when I caught COVID and I almost died, I had songs on my hard drive that I really loved. And I was like, when I was sitting in that room and I could barely speak, and you know what I'm saying, I'm texting my wife, you know what I'm saying, and I felt like I'm texting my wife, goodbye. You know what I'm saying? You sit there in that room when you got nothing but time to think about, when you're in a situation like that, about things you wish you could have did. And honestly, one of the things that I thought about was, man, I had some more music I should have gave to people, just as from a legacy standpoint. I had some really great records that I felt like I should have. They were done, and I really didn't even release them. And when I made it out of that, and I was able to, make it out of that, and when God planned for me to leave right then, I immediately, if you remember, I came out of that, and after I could get my bearings back, I dropped 3 songs. They were called Time Changes, Socialize, and Custom Fit. And when I dropped those 3 records, those were songs that I had that I was like so glad to just be alive and be okay and get my health back. When I dropped those records, I was like, I'm finna drop these songs. You know what I'm saying? When I dropped them, they had a really great response. And so much to the point where I shot a video for Time Changes, because when I dropped the audio, everybody was like, ooh. And it was like, that was the first time that a lot of people had heard me rap. Like a lot of people had met me within the past 10 years and they only knew K1's radio. They didn't even know I was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And so when I dropped those 3 records, the feedback from the people that I got let me know that, okay, first of all, yeah, I still got it and people will still listen to me. And so that kind of set a couple of things in motion, but I still didn't drop it. But then in 2023, I executive produced an R&B album for an artist that on my label that came out. It came out on my label. It's called See What I'm Saying by the Artist Vision. And she's basically on my label. We've been cool for 20 years. She's on a lot of my projects. So, you know, she wanted to do a project and she was like, I'm not dropping a project unless it come out on Chainless. So I executive produced her album in 2023. That was what pushed me over the edge for Dangerous Ump, because when I produced, I wrote some stuff on it, I produced on it. That just got me back in my full bag as far as being creative. And then I went and did a couple of shows with her because I was featured on one of the songs. I shot the video. I directed and edited the video because that's what I do. So I directed and edited the video. My track is the single Rabbit. I produced that track. I recorded the whole thing here in my studio. Like I really done 2 albums in the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Because that was I quarterbacked that whole project from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like I really done dropped 2 albums because that was a Chainless album. So when I did that being in that bag, writing in the studio, going out, getting on the stage. I hadn't been on the stage in over 10, 12 years. You know what I'm saying? She got me on the stage, performing these records with her. And I'm like, that's what pushed me over the edge. That's what gave me the real, just the gumption to be like, yeah, it's time now. You know what I'm saying? I got my bearings back. I got my creative juices back. I rebuilt my whole studio to make sure that we dropped that project the right way, upgraded all my gear and everything. So I had everything in place. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to go. It wasn't enough for me to go in there and do it. I had no excuse. And then that's when I went in there and started cooking up.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So I know Chainless is your record label.
Yeah.
What does Chainless mean?
Well, if you look at the logo, it's a hand with 2 chains and it's breaking like this. And I established that in 1998. And from the beginning of my grind, I always wanted to just be free. I wanted to be free in terms of doing whatever I want to do with my life and being able to survive doing it. So it represents freedom. It represents freedom of creativity, freedom from chains. You know what I mean? It's all about being able to do what you want to do with your life and being able to maintain it and sustain with it. And so it's really a mantra that I've carried all the way through. It's like, I can do whatever I want to. Ain't anybody gonna stop me from doing nothing. I'm chainless. And that's really what the label name means.
How many artists are on Chainless?
Well, you know, I've never officially like signed other artists. Like I've had people that are down with the label and been rocking with me from day one, like Vision, you know what I'm saying? We've had several projects that came out on Chainless, which was like, we did the Lil Shannon project. That was my stepdaughter. We've had the South Park project, which was my cousin and my whole crew down in Florida. We did that project, which was really popular down where I'm from. And then we've had other artists that's been like down with it, but I've never actually signed any of them because it's like, these are my folks, these are my people. I wasn't trying to necessarily just sign them to a contract because it's like, look, we're gonna do a project. What we're gonna do now? We're gonna handle business on the split sheets. We're gonna handle business on the pub. We're gonna make sure everybody getting their proper credits, and we're gonna do the copyrights, you know, and it's gonna get published by the label and all that. We don't need to sign. We're gonna see what happens. If it work, it work. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to lock anybody down because once I lock you down, if I sign you to my label, now I'm responsible for your career. And I didn't want the level of responsibilities. I was like, listen, we cool. I rock with you. Just like with Vision. Like, I don't need to sign Vision to do this album. This is my dog. You know what I'm saying? So listen, we're going to do this album, fam. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to make sure all the paperwork done right. If anything pop off, everybody going to get what they're supposed to get from their pub, from the splits and everything. You know what I'm saying? And then when we do shows, hey, we can bust it down right then. You know what I mean? But I didn't ever feel the need to sign any of them to a contract and lock them down. Because when I do that, I feel like if you sign to a label, you need to be giving up in advance. You need to be having a budget. And I definitely can't be worried about nothing else. This needs to be my job 24/7. If I'm signing people to a contract, I know a lot of people may look at this like, nah, you crazy. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, when I contribute to a project, I got my pub on that. If anything pop off with that particular record, I'm gonna get paid. Period. Point blank. And I'm like, if I don't want to be responsible for everything else they got going on. I'm not their manager or none of that. I'm the vessel. I got the label structured the right way, you know what I'm saying, and registered the right way so we can put music out. But no need for me to sign them if we cool like that. Yeah, I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna get my money.
And a lot of people, they want to be signed so they can say they signed.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do all what you're supposed to do. Because if I get on your head about, hey, we need to be here,
Right.
you're gonna pull the We Homeboys card.
Right.
You ain't gonna, all right, well, I'm listening to you. We came up, same project. And that's why, yeah, it's a headache. So, Dangerous Now I'm a hater. You're gonna say it off top. When I first saw the cover, I was like, why is he calling himself Ump? And I got a bunch of people that I like to bounce stuff off of.
Yeah.
And so one of my homeboys in California, he does music, white boy.
Right.
And I sent him the cover. I said, what do you think about this? I said, the artist is a black guy, and he's calling himself the Dangerous Ump. And he said, you don't like it? I said, I don't get it. And he said, I get it. And I said, what? He said he dangerous because he's old? And he said, LA, you can't be that stupid. This is a true conversation. I'm on the phone with this guy while he's looking at the cover.
Right.
And I said, what you get? And he said, he's saying that he's an older gentleman with knowledge to pass on to other people. He said, you don't see the brain open? He said, that's what the ump means to him.
Right.
He has lived through this stuff, and he has wisdom from his experiences, and he has stuff he want to pass down to the youth. And I said, yeah, I'm that stupid. Because I didn't get it. I didn't get it till he said it. So
he pretty much nailed it. He pretty much nailed it. Yeah.
I was like, wow. Because I was hating.
Well, listen, and then you know the cover art is an anthology, right? So it's a 3-part anthology. It's actually the 3rd installment of a series where my first album was named Blueprints to My Brain, that came out in 2000, and my second album came out in 2002 called Subterranean. If you look at all 3 images together, it'll make perfect sense, because the first album is the cover, the second cover, and the third cover it shows gradual maturity. You see the brain, just the thoughts. Then you see him emerging from the underground, and now you see him sitting on a throne of speakers with destruction all around him. And he's still made it. He's still here. He's still out here. He's still free. You feel what I'm saying? And
I'm an idiot.
That's what it all is. Now, I can understand somebody not understanding it in full context unless they saw the first. Like my real fans, they immediately got it. My real super fans that's been riding with me since the early 2000s, they immediately got it. They was like, oh, you brung it back out. You brung the creature back. You know what I'm saying? But even still, if you didn't know about the first 2 covers, you know what I'm saying, you didn't know it was an anthology, I feel like your man still hit it nail on the head, where I was trying to make it where you kind of sort of still get that without knowing about the history. So
yeah, he got it. He a smart guy. I'm an idiot. Because we don't know each other well. We ain't never went to the same barbecues, same restaurants, nothing.
Right.
But through social media, I feel like I'm a friend and a fan.
Right.
Most people, I wouldn't even cared enough to dissect it. But I was invested from the first time I heard you saying you were going to put it out. I was invested. I was like, I want to hear what this shit sound like. Because I didn't.
Did you want to see whether it was going to be good, or just what is it going to be about, or what?
It wasn't about it being good.
Yeah.
Because to me, like most things, music is subjective.
Right.
And it may not be good to me, but to somebody else, it may be the bomb. So I don't look at stuff like good or bad. I look at it as far as impact. Right. So that's what I wanted to see. Okay. Because in my brain, you have been around so many artists, because I didn't know you rap. So you've been around all these artists, you've been around all these label execs, you going to all these events. Like, I want to see where you were coming from, because obviously you've been around enough people and been around enough cool things to make a good project. And that's all I wanted to see. I wanted to see if it was a good project. And it is. Like, I was pleasantly surprised.
Well, I appreciate it.
You know what I mean? Right. It's good. I can't find anything to complain about in the project.
Well,
I can't. Like, some people may say, I was playing it, and I think my nephew was around me in the car. And he went, is this you? And I said, why? You don't like it? He said, no, I like it. And I was like, oh, okay. And young guy.
Right.
So I was like, okay, so it don't sound dated.
Right.
Because with my 50-year-old ears, it's not gonna sound dated to me anyway.
Right.
It's gonna sound like what I like. But to a younger person, it would, but it didn't.
It was crafted that way though. Like I literally didn't take I don't want to be like a Gen Z basher or a millennial basher or anything, but I really didn't take into account what they may or may not feel when I created the project. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like they gotta tag along, they gotta come along if they like it or not. Like I didn't consider whether or not they like it. The demographic was us when I made it, from the production to the subject matter. You know what I'm saying? Like I did it for Gen X. You know what I'm saying? It's a Gen X project, and everything on it was geared and catered to a vibe that a Gen Xer would feel. I literally did not care if millennials or Gen Zs like the project or not. If they don't, it's cool. I wanted to grab Gen X's, you know what I'm saying? No, maybe older millennials, you know what I'm saying? With the project. So from the production to the fact that I still got 16 bars, the songs are 3 minutes long, you know what I'm saying? All of that, I literally don't care what Gen Z think, because I know that's not their vibe. You know what I'm saying? If they tag along and they come along, cool, thank you. Because see, I'm around a couple of Gen Z people right now who have a deep appreciation for our music, for our generation, to the point they like, I don't even listen to cats like my age. Like I listen to y'all music, and y'all music really had way more depth and soul and productivity. Like they was like, what we doing is cool, but like when I really want to just sit around and think, I actually put on the older rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right. So I understood that. So I didn't even consider them in the formula at all. You know what I'm saying? I was like, there was no part of me that said, I wonder if I can grab the young ones. I don't care. That's why it's called a dangerous unk. I'm your unk. I'm not your friend. I'm not your partner. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm your unk. So when you step to me, you know what I'm saying, bro, it is what it is. And that the unk really comes from not just music, bro. It comes from life. Like I got kids, I got people that come to my house 20-something years old. And when they walk through the door, what up, unk? I got nieces, women, they ain't my real nieces. They call me Uncle Blue. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I'm really a whole unk out here. You know what I'm saying? Hosting the parties at my house, outside on the grill with the slippers on. You feel what I'm saying? At the spade table. You know what I'm saying? I'm not over there. I'm not in the front yard hotboxing in the Chevy. You know what I'm saying? With my boys. You know what I'm saying? That's not, I'm not him no more. I'm the one, I'm the guy that owns the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm hosting the party. You know what I'm saying? And so it's the dangerous unk is showing maturity. And at that point, I can't be worried about that, what they think. You know what I'm saying? But if they like it, like the young person you said, I've had some young people hit me up and be like, man, like this album is really good. Like I didn't think I would like it. You know what I'm saying? And they're telling me it's like you talking about everything. And one person brought one thing up to me. I did an interview on 89.3 FM down here in Atlanta, and there was a female co-host. She was 24 years old. She was the co-host of the show, and she doesn't know me. She's in there. She's a little, a Gen Z chick. You know what I'm saying? But as we start playing the records, the one thing that she said, she was like, "Wow, I really like your music." She was looking like, I didn't think I was gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? Because she know Sean, the guy that hosts the show. He's an older guy, but he dope. And she started, and the main thing that she pointed out to me, she was like, I just like how you stick to the subject. Like I like how every song is like, when you start the song off, like I know what I'm finna get into, and you don't waver, you don't start talking about random stuff. Like all the words match up to what the song. And I didn't even realize that's a thing, like how bad it has gotten with the new generation where they don't even stay on the subject. They just rap about whatever. Like the song can be named whatever, but they got nothing to do with what they're talking about in the song. And she was like, she was like, I appreciate how every song, like as soon as it come on, and whether you talking whatever, it set the mood, and then you stick to that to the whole song. Like she was like, that's so dope. And she was like, I ain't heard the music like that in a minute. I'm like, wow, that's crazy that the younger generation has kind of gotten away from just like subject matter, bro.
Yeah, they have. Bro, on this album, I listened to it all the way through several times. It's one of my favorite. So, like I said, we don't know much about each other personally. Right. So my day job is I'm a robotics technician. I work on equipment. Like if you go to Walmart and you see that machine riding around by itself, sweeping and cleaning, I fix those.
Okay.
And so all day I'm in my work van. And so I'm listening to Spanish, trying to learn Spanish, or I'm listening to Harry Potter books, or I'm listening to music.
Right.
And one of my newest albums on repeat is The Dangerous Ump. And I'm going to tell you why. You can listen to it front to back And it's like, I ain't gonna say you telling a story all the way through, but it's like comfort food. Like, soon as I put it on, I can leave it on.
Yeah.
And it's not a song I have to skip where I have to go, okay, yeah, I don't feel like it right now.
Right.
It's like all your music, you know, with music, you have to be in the mood for certain songs.
Yeah.
But every song on there, it feels like right now is the mood.
Yeah.
So next question is, did you do that by design or did you just write to the beats that you had?
No, there's the subject matter and the way that I structured the project and the songs were definitely, you know, by design. It was definitely on purpose. It was definitely intentional, like straight up. So I actually had to go out and search some of the songs and the subject matter. I knew what I wanted to talk about, and I literally went out and searched a beat that met a certain tempo. It had to be. I would literally put into, like, I would go out and search for tracks and literally start off with the tempo first. Like, I need for it to be this tempo because I already know in my bag how I'm gonna rap and what I want to say. I don't need to be too fast. I need to be more reserved. So I actually had, like, maybe on this album about 4 of the records, I had already had the hooks and, like, basically kind of sort of pinned. I had to wait to write the verses till I found the beat. And then the rest of them were songs that when I heard the track matched the mood that I was already trying to orchestrate and trying to construct in the head. I wanted it to be more laid back and reserved, and I wanted it to be really, really soulful production. You know, I didn't want it to be no heavy 808s and all that. I was like, you know, Nephew is the only song on there that's like that even resembles a trap beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nephew is the only song on there, and even that is intentional because it's really satire. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I think that it was definitely intentional, but the production also swayed where the album went. It's just that I had to find the right kind of production to make it all make sense and wrap it up into a nice little bundle. So, like, when you hear it, it's like, do you want to touch that fast forward button? Because that beat slide. And then listen to what he said. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything about that was intentional, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
It sounds like it. It sounds, you say you recorded everything yourself, right?
Yeah, recorded and mixed everything right here in my studio. I mean, right now.
You are a very capable engineer.
Thank you.
I'm just telling you, they got stuff on the radio that sound like a nigga did it in his kitchen. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, and most dudes are recording in their kitchen and sending it straight out. I'm an engineer also. Went to school for it, learned how to do it. I still do it every now and then for people to send me stuff.
Right.
You are good at it. And one of the ways for anybody watching this, if you want to know if an engineer is good before you go to them, tell them to send you some samples, listen to it in some headphones.
Yeah.
If no matter what kind of headphones they are, if that stuff off, the headphones will tell you every time. Yeah. If you play it in a car and you hit the wrong button, it may make it sound good. If you play it on your phone, you can't tell.
Right.
Put on some cans. You're going to hear it every time. So that's another set of flowers you're going to get from me today.
I appreciate it.
Some peonies. There you go, right there.
Yeah, the engineer aspect, I feel like is very important, bro. Like even when you talk about certain songs on there, they had to really be chefed. Like when you listen to, like, the Trial of Rico bars, that session, having 6 different MCs and really none of them really being here at the same time, and then with the sound effects, I did all that myself. You know what I'm saying? And so dropping that in there, like, Rico bars was an engineering. That was a job, bro. That literally that was by far and beyond the longest, hardest one to mix. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything else compels in comparison to the Trial of Rico bars. You know what I'm saying? That session is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the number of tracks that it will blow your mind at what I did with it. But I think the engineering side of it is something that I appreciate you saying that, because, you know, a lot of people don't even really know that I'm actually recording and mixing this stuff myself.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell before I knew that you did it yourself. You can tell whoever did it took their time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that do engineer, they don't take their time to make every song sound similar sonically.
Right.
Like, that's where the arrangement comes in at. If you got a song they got a hard boom bap beat, and you trying to segue that into a love song, they have to mesh sonically.
Yeah.
That's what make people say, all right, I'm gonna skip this song.
Yeah.
If it sounds like it goes together like a puzzle, you will listen to it. And that's my point. When I ride and listen to the Dangerous Ump, I can listen to it all the way through because you can tell you listen to every song. All right, so this sound like this. What's the next song that sound similar sonically? I'm gonna slide this in there. Okay, let's do it this way.
Yeah.
Sound, man, immaculate. The way you did it is immaculate. The songs, they make you want to hear it to the end. From the first song to the last song, I want to hear what you have to say every song. Like, I don't have a least favorite on this project. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't know if it's good or bad, but I don't have a most favorite. They all are good to me. Like, I can't say I don't like this one. I don't like Clean Up Nice, but I don't like Nephew.
Yeah.
All of them sound good to me. Now we talking about the music.
Mm-hmm.
You sent me 4 songs.
Right.
You sent me, let me go over here to my folder. You sent me Head of Household, 3 of us. Love Privately.
Very important.
What was that one about?
Love Privately is and again, the subject matter it stays the same. I tell you in the beginning of the record before it comes on. You know what I'm saying? It's about all of this back and forth that we got between black men and black women. All this online going back and forth that we've been doing. And a lot of the times we've been duped by these fake so-called relationship gurus telling us how we should feel, what make a real man, what a man should do. They get on here and they build these platforms up. We had a guy who was trying to be like the face of like telling black women what they should do. Come to find out he cheating on his wife, got a side chick and all that. They still went back and started watching and following him. You know what I'm saying?
Jackson.
Yeah. I literally mentioned his name in the song. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, like it's insane. So Love Private is like one thing about it. Like me and my wife, yeah, we fight just like any other couple. Yeah, we argue. But you can't never go on you ain't never went on my social media page or her page and the world knew we was fighting, the beef and the arguing. You feel what I'm saying? All you gonna get is those vacations. You gonna get the happy birthdays and anniversaries, baby. I love you. That's it. That's all you getting from us. You feel what I'm saying? When you getting the family time, the family trip, you might get some snippets of that. That's all you're getting from us. You ain't getting the problems from us. That's our business. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm not saying don't talk about your life at whatever on social media. It's social media. But the crazy stuff, the beef, you know what I'm saying? Nah. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be. So it's called Love Privately. And that's what I'm talking about on the record. It's like y'all listening to all these outside voices. The only people that really matter is y'all two. And you can't tell anybody how their relationship is because every relationship is unique because every person is different. So what I can tolerate from my wife, you may not be able to tolerate from yours, but it don't matter. I'm not married to your wife. I'm married to her. Can she tolerate?
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's all that really matters.
Like Nephew.
Yeah. Like Nephew is basically don't make me revert back, bro. Like, and that's the reason why like Nephew is the only song on the album that has a quote unquote trappish beat. It's not even a trap beat, but it's the closest thing to a trap beat on the whole album with an 808 and all that kind of stuff. It's the only reason it's on there is because out of all the years I've been doing music, it's been a long time. And if you know me for real, if you know my background and what I've been through, and if you actually been around me and seen me snap or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or knowing I caught my charges and all that back in my 20s when I was a wild nigga. It's like, bro, at this point, again, Dangerous Ump. I'm the Ump. I'm chilling. You feel me? I'm at the barbecue with the slides on at the grill, but also by 45 sitting like 5 feet from me, bro. Come on, though. Yeah, I wish you would. You feel what I'm saying? No, come over with no fuck shit, though. You feel what I'm saying? Because like, bro, I ain't here to play with niggas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I am beyond all that, but I'm not. Like I can be triggered to act like a YN, like Nephew. You feel what I'm saying? Like I call my nephews, they be wilding, they be doing wild stuff. I'm like, nephew, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like on the song, I'm like, don't make me act like Nephew. You feel what I'm saying? Like you should be trying to learn from me. I'm chilling. I'm over it. I ain't trying to cause no smoke.
Yeah.
But if you want it, I can give it to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's
quickly.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
So we ain't gonna play all of them. Give me a quick synopsis of Head of Household, and we're gonna play that one real quick.
head of household is probably arguably. I know you said you don't have favorites, and I don't have a favorite. Like they all my babies. You know what I'm saying? It's like my mama got a mama. If a mama have 14 kids, you know she gonna love them all, but one of them special. You know what I'm saying? One of them is her favorite for this, one of them her favorite for that. You know, she know all their personalities. Everybody different. You know what I'm saying? Head of the household is probably arguably one of my favorite ones, if not my favorite song on the album. And it's because of the subject matter. On this song, there are not a lot of people who talk about depression with black men and just being a grown man. Like, it's a lot of pressure being the head of a household, being a man, period. Because you got all these different people and platforms that want to emasculate you and tell you can't, call your masculinity toxic just because you standing on business as a man. You know what I mean? Like, head of the household, it addresses the pressures of being the real head of the household, being the breadwinner, being the one they're gonna look to. If the lights get cut off in my house, ain't nobody finna look at my wife. They're gonna look straight at me.
Bro,
I'm the king of this castle. You feel what I'm saying? If something happened over this house, anybody look at my wife, anybody finna try to find my kids, they're gonna find where Blue at. You feel what I'm saying? That's the first person they're gonna look for over here, because I'm the head of this household. You feel what I'm saying? And so when you're a man and you the real head of your household for real, that comes with a lot of pressure, bro, because you feel like you can't let it fall. Because if everything falls, the failure is going to be on you. You wear the burden on your shoulders. Even if you got a queen right beside you doing a lot for you, doing a lot, ultimately the buck stops here in my house. And the real man, that's just like that. You feel what I'm saying? So it addresses that. I talk about being depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk a little bit about being depressed because I've dealt with depression. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those songs where it's such a matter. And then my guy G LeBeau just murders the hook. Like, just he just bring it. When he goes into that bridge, it just tug at your soul, bro. So that's what the song is about. And you know, I'm happy to let the people hear it.
Okay, we're gonna play it, and we'll be right back with damn Blizm.
A lot of times when you talk about men and mental health, it's really only a scratch of the surface, because as men, we're expected to be providers. And men are often judged by how much money they have or assets, as opposed to their character or true talents. So it's a lot to being a man. On top of that, I'm a black man. Yeah, and on top of that, I'm an artist. Battle depression as I battle through these sessions on my hard drive. My life is digitized in these archives with hard rhymes. When you pushing 50, but 50K still a lot of money. You start looking at your past money. Crash dummy nights when you was posted in the trap. You should have read a book, right? You should have thought that Bitcoin instead of writing hooks. Your calling is your calling, but you reek of angels falling. So when you pray to God, you don't believe you hear you talking. 10 sins for every good deed, your seeds is not enough. So who's really to blame when shit is tough? Nigga, hush. You a grown man with grown man problems. You better solve them. Hoping you excel like spreadsheets, rows and columns, cause utilities can make the realest G's question abilities like manhood. When all you got is canned goods for dinner seed. Kings in their castle lose it all when the kingdoms fall. Convince our queens that they don't need us for a reason, y'all.
You're the head of the household, and it's all on you. If it's heavy, you're like working your plans and your head goals, but they ain't came through. Ain't no change in sight, no tears, that's the man code. So your pride can't move. It's a stressful life, but you're the head of the household. So do what you gotta do, and it's a hell of a fight.
How you supposed to raise those kids when they want to race your beard? Navigating applications that ask the color of your skin. Wins and losses had me stuck in that office like fuck the bosses. But kept it to myself cause healthcare be really costing. When you flossing cash, you should have invested or maybe stashed. Illiterate finances from illegal chances getting bags. But the past is what you had, and presently you pass due. Disconnections bring your pedigree in question. That's true. Cause emasculations niggas be facing based on their money. It's the energy for hoes with flat asses and fat tummies. So providers, when they match with the rider, you win the chip. But if you start to slip, that's when those people often dip. Protect your peace, your name should be on that lease. Your game should be out in the streets. Dangerous Ump, but they no jeans but a crease. Barbershops and Father's Days, rarely praised in lots of ways. But life is hard to gauge at this stage. It's not a phase, it's called grown.
Household, and it's all on you. If it's heavy, you're like working your plans and your head goals, but they ain't came through. Ain't no change in sight, no tears, that's the man code. So your pride can't move. It's a stressful life, but you're the head of the household. So do what you gotta do, and it's a hell of a fight.
So don't let nobody treat you like a jit over no material shit. Cause in actuality, being grown is a mentality. Don't ever try to count the next man's pockets because you don't know how he got it. That's right. Chest out, chin up, and get your ends up.
You're the head of the household, and it's all on you. If it's heavy, you're like working your plans and your head goes, but they ain't came through. Ain't no change in sight, no tears, that's the man code. So your pride can't move. It's a stressful life, but you're the head of the household. So do what you gotta do, and it's a hell of a fight. Don't you ever give up.
The Dangerous Ump.
No matter how hard it gets, don't you ever give up. No matter how hard it gets.
All right, man, we back. So that song makes me sad.
That's it. It kind of could.
But I'm gonna tell you why.
It kind of could, maybe.
Everything you said before we played it applies to me. There were times, me and my wife, when we were dating, going through a lot of, I wasn't trying to sell dope and do all that bullshit. And people don't realize how hard it is going from a street nigga to try to be legitimate.
Exactly.
It's hard.
It's very hard.
Like people say stupid shit like, if you sold dope, you should be able to run a business. No,
Bro.
It's two different things.
Right.
And I was going through that transition with her, and lights were getting cut off. She was calling me all kind of names. You ain't no real man. But she loved me and I loved her, but I kept making missteps.
Right.
I got out the army with a diagnosis of PTSD with major depression. Right. So that song, bro, was my life. Yeah. So whenever I hear it, it brings out sadness in me. Yeah. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. Right. I'm not saying nobody should listen to it. But if you have these feelings or went through something, this is Dear Mama for y'all. Yeah. This is a great song, man. Yeah.
That song is you hit it. I think I'm definitely still in that. It's like Dear Mama.
No, nigga, you gotta pay me.
Okay, how much you want?
But bro, did I hit the analogy on the head?
Yeah, that analogy is dead on. It really is a Dear Mama for black men. You know what I'm saying? Like for and it could be any man. I don't want to say black man because there's a lot of other. It don't matter what color you are, you can still go through that. But I'm just saying I kind of catered it for us because that's what I am. You know what I'm saying? But listen, bro, that you hit a nail on the head with it, like and head of the household. That's why it's so special to me because when I was penning those words and I was listening to when I sent G LeBeau the hook, I had kind of sung it myself because I can code a note. So I sung it. I sent them a rough draft with my verses already on it and the way I want him to the words to the hook. And he was like blown away. He hit me up immediately. Like the last time me and G LeBeau collaborated, it took a little minute for everything to get done. That dude went into the lab right then. As soon as he heard it, he was like, "This song is amazing, bro. I'm finna go ahead and work on it right now." And he had his vocals back to me within like 48 hours, bro. Like ad-libs and all. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a busy man. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, "No, this is a great record. I love this record. I want to be on it. Don't look for nobody else. I got you, bro." And sent me had me all those vocals. I went in there, chefed them up, and put them where I want to put them. But he had me all his tracks within 48 hours, bro. That's how much he liked the record.
It's a good record.
I think it spoke to him. You know what I mean?
It's a good record, bro. It's a real good song. Like any song to me that makes me feel the emotion that you were trying to put across, that's a good song to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's a fantastic song. I'm surprised you didn't make it the lead single. I understand why you did Clean Up Nice. Yeah. But for the
ladies, we got to bring the ladies in off the top in the beginning. Yeah, we can circle back, but yeah, Clean Up Nice had to be the single out of all of the records. It just had to be. It just what it was. It's the only one that I feel like you can. It's a single record because you can't actually play that on the radio, and you could actually play it in the club if you're a good DJ.
And it's a bop.
I know women will love it, and women.
It's a bop.
Women love that record. You know what I'm saying?
What's the lady's name on the hook?
C. Renee. She's from
C. Renee.
Yeah, shout out to C. Renee. She killed that joint. Bro.
You said she from where?
Tampa.
That's where family from.
Yeah, she's been doing her thing, man. You know, for a long time. She had a song. She was on a lot of people know her because she was on a song that was real popular in Florida called "Don't Want to Leave the Club." And it's like back in the day, that's her on the hook singing, "Don't want to leave the club."
Bro,
Yeah, that's her. She's on
that's a Tampa like staple.
Right. So that's why doing that song with her, people in Tampa like, yo, like when she's like, it came out so good. She been sharing it. Like I had Tampa DJs and everybody was like, yo, I was on the DJ conference call and it was like, you got C Renee on there? Like, yeah, I was like, and when they heard Clean Up Nice, they was like, oh yeah, we rocking with, and they just immediately started spinning it, took it and put it in rotation on the strength that she was on it, but also they was like, man, this shit is hard. You know what I'm saying? And you got our girl on it, you got our hometown girl on it, and she's snapping. They start playing.
Yeah. C Renee. I never knew that was her name on that song.
Yep, that's her.
Wow, that's a Tampa cookout song.
And just for the record, guess where I met her at?
Well,
She sent music in for Illa Kill. That's how we connected.
So she's still doing her own music.
Yeah, got all ears on Illa Kill. And I said, if I ever do some music again, I loved her music so much. I kept it in rotation on K1's radio when she dropped her album a couple years back. For a while, I gave her a crazy spins because she's got a really great that album that she did. She's doing a new one now, but that album, that Love After, great album. Love it. It's rivaling any other major release. She was an indie, and that album was pristine and perfectly mixed, and she cooked. And I was like, she did 3 songs on Illa Kill. Every time it got all ears. And that's what made her stand out to me. And I didn't even realize she was the same girl that did that song then. I just reached out her based on the strength of how people react to her music on Illa Kill. And so we connected on social media. And all these years later, when I decided to pull the trigger, and I was thinking to myself, who should I put on it? I wanted to put somebody who was a grinder because I knew this was a great record. I wanted to put somebody who I know could vocally do it, but I also wanted to put somebody on there who I know had a fan base at the same time because I felt like Clean Up Nice is possibly a big record. And she was the one that came to my mind.
Hey, you did the right thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Clean Up Nice. Yeah. I like it. It feels like I said earlier, comfort food. Yep. You know what I mean? It ain't too brash. You ain't doing a lot of bravado bullshit. You just telling it how it is. Hey man, I'm older, but I can still get fresh on you. You know what I mean?
Clean up.
So I really like it. Yeah.
You know, we know how to go out and act accordingly. You know what I'm saying? But we might be a little ghetto. We might turn up a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? We know how to act accordingly, bro.
You need to get that motherfucker on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. So we got 3 of us, which I love.
Yeah.
We got Love Privately and Like Nephew. Which one you want me to play next?
All right. Just because for this show, we talked about it earlier. You could end up with 3 of us. 3 of us be the last one before we wrap it up. Yeah, that 3.
What was the mindset going into writing 3 of us?
Well, it was all 3 of the mindsets that I deal with on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little off, bro. I know we ain't really hanging out, whatever, but people be around me all the time. They be like, bro, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're like, yeah, Blizm is cool, but you know, have you ever noticed he a little off? You know what I'm saying? Like he be tripping sometime, bro. Like you got to be watching him. You know what I'm saying? And more so when I was younger, because sometimes I would just be spazzing out, right? You know what I'm saying? I got a more grip on it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that the 3 of us is about the 3 personalities that reside within me. That it's a constant struggle, and it's like they all got different names. Like Sour, which is my government name. Then Blue, which is what most 90% of people would deal with me. That's not in the music industry. They call me Blue. That's the fun-loving party guy. He's the womanizer. You know what I'm saying? He the reason why you got baby mamas out here. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And then you got Blizm, which is actually the dark side. Which actually Blizm wasn't even created. That personality, that side of me, wasn't created until I was 15 when I jumped out the porch and got in the dope game. You know what I'm saying? And because he was created out of the necessity of dealing with street shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Blizm was created out of necessity. Like I'm out here, I'm in the trap, real for real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trafficking life. I'm trafficking life in the car. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out here really hand-to-hand combating, going up to the cars. You know what I'm saying? So a lot was going on. So I was really getting it. So it was like, bro, like that built a whole nother side of me because I seen a whole nother side of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like selling drugs would change you, bro. Like it make you look at people different and situations different. You know what I'm saying? And so Blizm was created, and Blizm is also the rap persona. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like all 3 of these. Sour is the intellect. Like Sour is the one who went to school for engineering and all that. You know what I'm saying? And Blue is a party people. He gonna be lit. He's a popular guy. That's what he's the one. He's the one in the forefront most of the time because people like him. You know what I'm saying? lot of people don't like Blizm because he can be an asshole and he actually don't give a fuck about nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all these different personalities that I've been dealing with and living with my whole life. They basically on this song, they arguing with each other like who should be in front. And that's why we got 3 of us.
All right, let's get to it. 3 of us. Blizm.
I know people think I'm throwed off, but I really got 3 people living inside of me. They all one person, but they all different.
You probably think I'm tripping,
And they always at war, you feel me?
you probably think I'm tripping when I'm causing a fuss and I look solo, but it's really 3 of us. Voices in my head and they refusing to hush. It may sound crazy, but it's really 3 of us. One set of eyes, but my point of view be 3 different times. I'm never lonely, cause it's really 3 of us. I might seem fine, but I can't sort it out in my mind, and I be trying, but it's really 3 of us.
Hey, it's kinda hard to pinpoint when my mind first split.
Well,
My mama named me Sarah, but these 2 I'm living with been fighting for control for years and they've been diligent.
Right.
One name is Blue, the other's Blizm, man. These dudes is really sick. Hold on, cuz. Sound like you trying to throw us under the bus. But truth be told, me and Blizm had them hoes in the bus. Head in the truck. One for us, we wouldn't have never got laid.
Right.
Plus, you be way too nice to bitches. You got all of us played. Man, this nigga's way smart, but so what? He's soft as fuck. And I'm the one that kept us safe and popped the tool in the clutch. And every dime we made from hustling crime, that shit is mine. You fucking nerd. Hey, yo, Blue, man, who this nigga trying? Y'all never think, and that's the problem. So allow me to retort. Give me a got us lots of women, but he got us child support. And you almost got us into prison, losing money, y'all in court. Now if I left y'all ass in charge, you might be going through divorce.
you probably think I'm tripping when I'm causing a fuss and I look solo, but it's really 3 of us. Voices in my head and they refusing to hush. It may sound crazy, but it's really 3 of us. One set of eyes, but my point of view be 3 different times. I'm never lonely, cause it's really 3 of us. I might seem fine, but I can't sort it out in my mind, and I be trying, but it's really 3 of
Let me talk.
us.
I'm kinda like the middleman, cause I got both of them in me. I'm smart as Sarah, but like Blizm, I get the clip in me. Now most of the time when we be outside, I'm the one that's topside. Party animal, taking the shots that got us cockeyed. Look, you spend too much in clubs, right? You got us hooked on drugs. You was hitting all them chicks raw, and that's just on the humbug. Cause of you, it's some kids that don't know who their daddy is. And you was way too nonchalant. You really toxic, you dead. Shut up, nigga. Who is you? You ain't our goddamn pops. Yeah, he be stunning for them hoes, and it's he'll ride on the ops. Cause all you ever did was try and talk us down and hold us back. Matter of fact, just keep it real. You ain't want us to rap. Damn, Blizm, that's kinda low, dog. He is the engineer. I mean, he did mix all our songs, even this shit sounding clear. True. We should all just get along, but then this head get kinda crowded. Hey, yo, sorry, I got some flaws, but I'm on point. Don't ever doubt it. We good, dog.
Probably think I'm tripping when I'm causing a fuss and I look solo, but it's really 3 of us. Voices in my head and they refusing to hush. It may sound crazy, but it's really 3 of us. One set of eyes, but my point of view be 3 different times. I'm never lonely, cause it's really 3 of us. I might seem fine, but I can't sort it out in my mind, and I be trying, but it's really 3 of us.
Now I let you niggas talk, so shut the fuck up and listen. You talk too much, you party too hard. Y'all blowing the mission. Make some moves, get some money, cause it's all about power. We should've never left the dope game. Y'all niggas some cowards. I'm still down for a hustle, but we too old to do time. And ain't no hoes in prison, dog. Shit, that's where I draw the line. Listen, y'all need to grow up. Nice crib, we pay our bills straight. Passports to resorts, life is good. Y'all need to chill. Come on, all that shit is debt. I'm about to cash, cut the check. You look smart but street dumb, nigga. That credit just a flex. This is me rapping, the world knows cause I'm the one with the bars. It's y'all fault we punch a clock instead of touring with stars. I wasn't made till we was 15, and both of y'all was green. I'm the reason that we made it through that hood shit clean. You may be fun, he may be smart, but I'm the one with the heart. Know what? I should take the lead and y'all should be my counterpart. Let's go.
You probably think I'm tripping when I'm causing a fuss and I look solo, but it's really 3 of us. Voices in my head and they refusing to hush. It may sound crazy, but it's really 3 of us. One set of eyes, but my point of view be 3 different times. I'm never lonely, cause it's really 3 of us. I might seem fine, but I can't sort it out in my mind, and I be trying, but it's really 3 of us.
All right. So this song is hella scary. And
Wait till you see the visual that I got in my head when I do a video, and I'm shooting a video for three of us. Wait till you see the video that I got in my head for it. You think the song is crazy?
but I'm gonna tell you why.
It's gonna be crazy.
This is the 4th or 5th song you got on this album that I relate to. Like, I really relate to 3 of us. Before you went to the song, when you was explaining the 3 personas that you have, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Bro, there's Lawrence, the one people come to and ask for advice. Hey, bro, what should I do? Hey, man, I want to start a business. Can you help me? I want to do this. There's LA, the nigga that sold dope a little bit. I ain't gonna act like I was in these Atlanta streets moving keys.
Right.
The one who was fighting people and knocking people out. And then it's LAC, the one who will kill you.
Right.
We go to the studio. A lot of people know I'm in a group called the Council.
Right.
Stills, Cooley, and Bo, and E. They tell me all the time, bro, you can't make a song without killing somebody. all the time. And I'm like, or they'll say some slick shit like, I came up with an idea. Don't worry, lad. You can kill somebody in this one.
Right.
And but that's what I came from.
Yeah.
Being raised in Perry homes on the west side of Atlanta, Jen joining the military, going to Iraq, Afghanistan, all this shit.
Yeah.
So majority of my life was violence.
Yeah.
And so that's why this one,
right,
3 of us, other than Head of Household, that song resonates with me so much.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that somebody, because you don't really hear too much real music that people can relate to these days.
Right. Yeah. And it's real life. Like, I'm not making it up. Like I really feel like it's like 3 people in here. Like I really got 3 sides of me. You know what I'm saying? To the point, like, my wife be like, well, when my wife first heard 3 of us, bro, she was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you actually put that. I've been living with all 3 of these niggas, but the song, you know what I'm saying? She's like, I've been wanting to kind of, she's like, I didn't know how to explain it, but she said, when you hear it on the song, she was like, that's why you be in, and you can just change. And I was like, yeah, because it's like 3 people. And I'll be like trying to maintain, like I be trying to chill. But then sometimes, you know, Blizm be like, man, fuck all that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Then, you know, I can be cool and she'd be like, you can be the sweetest person. But then sometimes you be crazy. You be like, I was like, yeah, you know, it's just different sides. You know what I'm saying? But Blizm has to be triggered. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But most of the time, I might 90% of the time, I'm blue. It's really blue in the forefront. Like I say 80%, 90% of the time is blue at the forefront. Easy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad I met Blue.
Yeah. Be blue.
Bro. Man, what can I say, man? We've been talking about doing a combined show, reviewing TV shows and movies.
Yeah. That would be dope too. Because nobody ain't even doing that right now. Like,
not 2 black folks.
Who is the Siskel and Ebert? Like right now, like I'm just.
You got a bunch of nerdy white boys.
Oh yeah,
on YouTube, but you don't have too many black guys. Yeah. You know what I mean? Doing it. We really need to. I know you busy as hell now with the rollout.
Yeah.
Once you slow down, now that we know we got the capability.
Yeah.
And it's too easy. Other than me fucking up in the beginning. That's something we need to revisit, bro.
Yeah, we definitely do. I think that would be a dope idea. And I'm actually just, I'll divulge this and then we can wrap it up. But I'm actually going to film school in the fall.
You're doing too much.
No.
Like, let me tell you something. I'm not chasing your ass to film school because soon as you start and you start posting, I'm being there telling my wife, I gotta go to film school. Yeah. I gotta stay right behind this nigga. He keep taking off on me.
When they play state in the fall, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So
that's like low key. Like
my little nephew go to Clay State for film school.
I see him out there then.
Yeah. This will be his 2nd year.
Yeah, he's ahead of me then. So yeah, but I'll be with him probably. Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to Lonzo and the boys, Dylan and I'm blanking. But yeah, shout out to the boys. You got anything you want to tell the people before we leave?
No, man. I first of all, again, like, I appreciate you for having me on the platform, bro. But please, yo, go check out the album and listen to it. If you like it, just support it, just share it. But I mean, if you want to get a physical copy, we have vinyl available. We have CDs available. If you want to get the physical product, if you feel like you want to have something tangible, we have those available. You can order them directly on our website, which is chainlessent.com. Also, the merch, the shirts, the Dangerous Ump shirts, and the gear has been going crazy, been doing well. Like, I can be wearing this and just walking out, and people be like, I like that. That's Dangerous Ump. What's that? They don't even know if it's music or not. They just like they like the logo and they like the idea, the name of it. Happens all the time when I wear my shirts out. So, like, hey, if you feel like you an OG with it, you know what I'm saying, but you still one of them ones, even if it matches up with the music, you can just rock the Dangerous Ump gear. You know what I'm saying? And you can order that all from our website, chainlessent.com. If you want to connect with me on social media, just type in Blizm, BLIZM. I am not hard to find. I hate to even say this term, but literally you can put me in Google. Just put Blizm in Google and everything will pop up. The website, social media, like, I mean, it's really true. It does happen like that. So, you know what I'm saying? You can literally Google me. But yeah, please go to the website, chainlessent.com. And if you're in the vinyl, because vinyl is resurging.
Coming back, yeah.
Yeah, I pressed up some vinyl for this project. You know what I'm saying? That's how much I believe in it. So yeah.
It's a good project.
Thank you, brother.
And you're a good dude.
Thank you, bro.
And I appreciate you. When I reached out, I thought they were gonna be like, man, fuck you, man. I ain't coming on your show.
Man, you ain't think.
I didn't think that. But I honestly was like, it's gonna be a while. Shout to busy. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate what you bring to the culture. I appreciate what you bring to our space. I wish you nothing but success going forward. Everybody go get this album, whether it's digital, the physical copies, go buy this man merch. This is a good project. Bro is everywhere. He's killing it.
Hold on, cuz. Hold on, Lac.
Okay.
Cuz, where you at? Oh, here I come.
This real life shit right here.
All right, I gotta wrap it up, bro. Thank you for having me. I'm sorry.
Thank you for coming. Big LAC Show, we out of here.
K1's Radio and Blizm. Big LAC, nothing but love, homie. Straight up.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, bro.
All right.